Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Big Shot Awards, celebrating people like you, neighbors, friends, religious and community leaders, and volunteers of all ages. Please welcome celebrity chef and podcast personality, the host of our show, Carla Hall.
I am so glad you're here with us today to honor some notable big shots. Not the usual heavy hitters, heavyweights, or nationally known big deals. Today, we shine a light on everyday people from communities across the country. People who broke down barriers to help save lives, solving real problems, helping real people get vaccinated against COVID-19. So here we go. Our first awardee took to the streets and the restaurants and grocery stores in Belle Glade, Florida. Anywhere she could find doubters in this farming community west of Palm Beach. One at a time, she and other volunteers countered misinformation and convinced hundreds that the vaccine was safe. Please welcome Big Shot, Tammy Jackson Moore.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. This award means a lot to me. Thank you so much. We had to actually go in and make certain that the community trusted us and trusted us with the information that we were sharing with them relative to the vaccine. So once we gained their trust and got them to understand that, hey, look, I've been vaccinated and I'm fine, they began to say, I want to be a part of the vaccination as well. You know, we had been locked down for so long, and people wanted an opportunity to get back with their families and their friends, get back to some type of normalcy. So we're going to continue to talk about that vaccine. We're going to continue to take people back and forth to the vaccination sites. We're going to continue to speak up on behalf of this community because we love this community. This is our community and we need to take care of it.
Our next big shots are members of a book club in Ruidoso, New Mexico. They called members of this small community one by one, urging them to visit the local pop-up clinic when vaccines were available. They eventually took over management of the clinic, overseeing the administering of more than 2,000 shots in a 20-day period. Wow. Today, we're joined by these ladies, our second Big Shot recipients.
Thank you so much for having us. We're grateful to be here, and we're excited that you are so committed to vaccine delivery. As we began to put this together, we realized that our skill set of putting vaccines in arms was certainly not the only thing that was required for vaccine delivery. And we looked within our group of friends who are highly capable, highly motivated people and said, can anyone do this? And they said, absolutely. So as time goes on, we are finished with our pop-up vaccine clinic to get it done as fast as we could. But certainly if need arises again, we don't need to reinvent this wheel. We've done it. We can do it again.
In Silver Spring, Maryland, our Big Shot spotlight shines on a group of teachers. Managing households, kids, and remote teaching, they still found time to find vaccine appointments for frustrated elders who were stymied by the online registration systems. They also established a hotline for Spanish-speaking individuals in search of a shot. Meet our vaccine hunter, Big Shots.
Thank you, Carla, and thank you, Big Shots, for giving us this opportunity to be part of this great community.
Thank you so much. On behalf of all of the vaccine hunters in Las Casa Vacunas, thank you for recognizing and acknowledging our hard work. We do it with all the love in our heart for the well-being of our community.
You do not have to wait for a personal invitation. All you have to do is get off the couch and reach out to the community. There's nothing better than knocking on people's doors, being a helper to a neighbor.
You can also just use your own energies, use your social media feeds. If you drive someone to a pharmacy, just reach out. Try to find a connection. Offer yourself to help. Join us in being a Big Shot.
Across the country in Kentucky, two teenagers who are cousins learned from helping their grandparents register online for the vaccine. Inspired by what they learned, they expanded their effort into Vax Connect KY, resulting in more than 1,500 seniors finding success in their quest to get the shot. Our youngest Big Shots in the spotlight, Jacqueline Teague and Amelie Beck.
Thank you so much. We're really, really appreciated. We're very, very grateful to be receiving it. I think we were both really nervous throughout the pandemic about contracting the virus and spreading it to people that we know, people that we love, people who could be at risk. So we decided that the easiest way to get through the mental block was to help get everyone vaccinated. We contacted a ton of people who only had a landline and didn't have a computer or any other sort of technology. So being able to help those people who were so hopeless and afraid and getting their vaccines was super rewarding, as well as knowing you're helping, other people as grandparents. It really is gratifying to see, the work we've put in be recognized and be kind of appreciated. It's awesome.
In Queens, New York, our big shot took to social media, creating and updating a Facebook page, providing much needed information on new vaccination sites in New York, cancellations, closings, late open spots, and tips and tricks on how to book a vaccine to increase numbers. What started as a simple group is now a community. And members often post to thank fellow members for tips for securing the vaccine. Meet our big shot from New York, who deserves to be in the spotlight.
I am so thankful to represent a collective group of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers who did what I did and working relentlessly to ensure that people who really wanted and needed that vaccine got it. Like many, I believe during the pandemic, you just didn't know what to do with yourself. And it was frustrating because I wanted to help. I wanted to contribute. I wanted to do something to make a difference. And so, truth be told, I really didn't know that a Facebook page for, my friends and my colleagues' friends would become a movement of sorts. What's so amazing about those nearly 10,000 people we had on that Facebook group is that they were all superstars and they were so amazing. And some of them were able to get appointments for themselves. Some of them were able to get appointments for their parents. Some of them were able to get appointments for hundreds of people in their communities. And if you can encourage or get that vaccine to one person, you have made a difference.
As the Black community continues to be disproportionately affected by COVID-19 and is hesitant towards being vaccinated, it's really important to have them see people like themselves also get vaccinated. Hashtag Black Docs Get the Shot is a page on Instagram for Black physicians to show off their immunization snaps, to empower, to inform others to do the same. Creator Dr. Cy Dennis Lucas, a family doctor, is a big shot for creating an avenue for increasing vaccination through social media influence. Meet Big Shot Dr. Dennis Lucas.
I am so excited to be getting the Big Shot Award for our Instagram campaign, Black Docs Get the Shot. A lot of people were capturing that moment on video and in pictures. And I think that simple image was communicated a lot to the public. And so I thought it was just a perfect medium just to communicate visually that there were people who were physicians who represented marginalized populations that were confident in the COVID vaccine. I was not a big Instagrammer in the past. Getting involved in social media in this way has been really something new and different for me, and hopefully I continue to find ways to engage in the social media platforms to spread messages to our communities about how to stay healthy.
Up next, the Strickland family. An experienced African-American nurse signed up for the Moderna vaccine trials to get her type of gene pool in the mix. Given the history and mistrust of African Americans in the healthcare system, the matriarch joined the clinical trials and encouraged her 3 children to do the same, so that more people like them can be confident in the results.
Life itself just felt as if it were spinning out of control, and I sat in my house watching, listening to the events unfold and feeling as if I must do something. As soon as I received the email from Moderna requesting participation, there was just no question about it. Everyone was on board from the very moment we discussed it. It feels like a lot of recognition for a small contribution. That is the least I could do. Thank you for the folk at CUNY that has made this possible, and I deeply appreciate it.
Art Dela Cruz is a veteran and a member of Team Rubicon. He and his fellow vets are used to helping out in disasters, and this time they mobilized to prevent a health disaster. Art, our final big shot, tells us what made it happen.
Thank you, first of all, for recognizing the men and women of Team Rubicon with this Big Shot Award. And I want to thank you as well for the incredible work that you're doing to break down vaccine resistance. Our goal from the beginning was to ensure that every American had the opportunity to receive the vaccination. And that meant working at mass vaccination sites, driving across vast amounts of the states to reach rural communities. It meant going door to door in some cases in cities to ensure that people were homebound had the opportunity to receive the vaccination. Everyone can activate. Everybody has some type of skill, some type of gift, be it time, computer literacy, the ability to go out there and set up traffic cones, something as simple as that. So every individual, every singular action becomes part of a greater achievement for our nation, and we really need everyone to act now.
So there you have it. Our big shots helping people one by one, shot by shot, community by community. So how can you help? Get the shot yourself, and then help someone else get it. You can be a big shot, just like these folks who rose above their everyday lives to save lives and brighten the outlook for a whole lot of people. So thank you, big shots, and thank you for joining us.